Slurpy-dub, my G's. Hope you guys are doing well. And today we're going to do a little phase plant synth stab lead bass thing, which sounds wicked. But before we get into that, it's best to do a few shout outs to you guys. So, yeah, firstly, big ups to Mike Briganti, Shoutouts Helmet, Digipax, Xenopath, as always, says, since you're on the topic of AI, would be cool to see you do a review of Sonable's Smart EQ. Yeah, I've heard good things about that one. I should check that out. Mike Briganti, taking a break from his latest creation, Slurpy-dub. Deep Rot, thanks for commenting. Sub Syndicate says, what a stinker. The stereo image of the bass is sick on the recent Phase Plant one-shot bass video I did. Thank you. Darotum is enjoying the daily uploads. Thank you, sir. Cobra, wonderful video, Sir Slurp. I know a few people that have used AI mastering and have seemed happy. But I've also heard a lot of tunes with your finishing touch, and I don't think AI comes close. Well, thank you. That's very, very kind. I don't really know. Is my answer. Maybe you're right. Hopefully you are. Could you make a video on how you can make drums more interesting during a drop? Yeah, we'll cover that. I'm going to do some drum stuff tomorrow, I believe. Counthouse Helmet as well. KNTR. Thank you for writing. Manuel Gonzalez as well. And Freshly Baked DNB. Great to see you watch the Suksvang remix stream. We're in process of getting those releases published. It's good. They're all going to be published within the next couple of months. NRT. Thank you for writing. Electronic Sounds Audio as well. Great that you enjoyed my process of sharing the DNB intro ideas with the three sort of separate sounds that you can use. Genius says, man, your hair is looking great today. Well, on a previous video, obviously. Thank you. That's very kind, because I'm very self-conscious about my hair. Lauren Power says, love the sprunion. Oh yeah, I forgot about the spring onion video. God, I need to sort of just... yeah, sometimes I forget what I do on these videos, and then I just realise how much of a fool I am. Anyway, Kevin Lloyd, Manifestations for the Nation. That is a cool frequency-based method for layering that atmosphere. Another high-end noise I've used, the texture of recording, is someone... Arc welding. Yes, I've used welding. There's a track I had called Disconnected, an older one, and I used welding in that. And it's a lovely static crackly fizz, as you wrote there. Yeah, that's one of my favourite high-end sounds. Well done, sir. Completely agree. Vertigo, keeping me full with LFO sandwiches. Tristan says Kabelbroik. Yep, we got the banner up behind. Thanks to the Kabelbroik gang from Netherlands. Anthony Alvarez says, how can I access the Discord? You have to join that via Patreon. Stig Helmer just bought 6 preset packs. Thank you. There's a sale still on today. It ends tomorrow. Half price on all presets until tomorrow. Sorry, this is quite long, I know. Philip says, love it. Could there be a video on how to replicate a sound, like taking a stab and trying to recreate it from scratch? Yeah, we can get into that. I've got a bunch of other videos to do first, but I'll try to get back around to that. Cobra says, really enjoyed the snakebite bass video. The super slap was immense, practically a verbal queef. Queef, that's a great word, isn't it? We don't use that enough on the channel. Dope bass. I wonder what it would sound like if you put one of those color bass resonators on it. That's an interesting idea. I don't know which plugin you mean exactly, but that sounds like it would do a lot of good. Sam Ford, so much love and respect for all you sharing all this knowledge. These videos are amazing. Thank you, Sam. It's nice to have some positive comments. And also we got James T as well. Thank you for writing on an older video. Anyway, let's crack on today, because I've been slurping and doing shout outs for about half an hour, it seems like now. But yeah, really thanks a lot for you guys for writing in. As I mentioned, remember the preset pack sale is almost over. Anyway, we're going to crack on right now with a wicked new phase plant sound that I've just made. I'm going to show you how I made it. Let's get into it. Alright, my G, so the bass I've made, or lead I've made today, sounds like this. And it's one of those phase plant sounds which is actually not super complicated. I wanted to make something quite basic, and we can walk through it one stage at a time. And essentially, it's made just from 2 saw waves, a triangle, and white noise. So no granular synthesis or anything like that. We've got some glide legato, and in the MIDI, I've just drawn a MIDI. Sorry, I'll need to like yawn or something. By the way, I didn't sleep very well again last night. I didn't get attacked by a snake or like a big purple demonic slug this time, but I did actually go to bed about 12 and woke up about 5, and I couldn't get back to sleep. I think I know why it was, though. It's because of the insane amount of Colombian coffee I drank during the day that are sort of working its way through my system and waking me up again. Yeah, so that's why. So I need to cut down on the coffee, but at the same time, it's difficult because I'm heavily inspired when I'm drinking coffee. Or maybe I'm just like talking nonsense. You never know. Anyway, the MIDI is just like this. So the root note is D, and we've got a little glide note that goes up to D sharp, and I've set the glide to be quite slow, 360. That's a full circle, isn't it? Not that that matters, really. So anyway, the level is actually on 0 on these 2 saw waves, and there's a triangle where the level is on 10%, and all of the levels are going to be modulated on the LFOs, and we have 2 LFOs. We have one which does the main arpeggiator kind of movement. It's just a simple ramp down. It's a little bit curved, and I've set it to 4.778 on the hertz, so that's the speed of it there, done by ear. And then the second LFO is set to 8/4, so it's a nice slow ramp down with a bit of shaping to control the timing, and the output of this is set to modulate the speed of the first one. So this is just, the first one is the actual ARP movement, and the second one is controlling the speed of the ARP. So I can get it to go from super, super fast to slowing down, and by adjusting the curve in here, I can get the exact timing that I want. Okay, so I can tweak those around, and I've already set it up so that it kind of fits with the beat, you know? Okay. So what I've done, again, like I said, it's all just done through the volume of the oscillators, okay? So saw wave number 1 here is at 0, just right on the root note. Saw wave number 2, doing like a power chord, baby. Yeah, baby, power chords. That's what we do over here. Power chord, baby. Sorry, I'm a bit nuts today. 3 semitones up, and then also +1 semitone on the second LFO. Yeah, so it's sort of pitching up a bit, a semitone. So it's gonna, the second one is actually gonna be like going from 4 semitones up down to 3 semitones. So here it sort of pitches down. First one's staying the same pitch, the second one's pitching down, and then we've got another oscillator underneath, which is providing a bit of low end, a bit of juicy bassy juiciness, and this at -12. So it's an octave lower, and it's triangle wave, so almost like a sine wave, but with a bit more padding. And this one is doing the same exact movement with the volume, but it doesn't quite go down to 0 ever. It's always got a little bit of volume in there, so the whole sound has like a little pillow of bass underneath all of it, you know? So it's not quite ever going to emptiness. You could leave that go higher on that if I want, but I liked it about 10%. And obviously, it's still got the modulation on as well. So it's still doing the main movement, but it's just not going down to 0. That's the idea. And the white noise is really important here as well. Provides all of that extra brightness in the high end, and also makes the high end more natural and organic. And yeah, the bright noise, set the brightness via the slope here. Made it nice and stereo, and high passed it a bit here, adding in a little filter. Okay. And once that's all done, that's basically the whole oscillator section already. Set the release to be a little bit longer than usual. If you double click it, it just goes to 100. So I just tend to do that because it's nice and quick, so that there's not like super quick cut off, or like it often is, you know. The global unison then is going to be on everything on ×4. A bit of spread, a bit of blend. So we're just bringing in a bit of unison on everything, you know. It's not like super important. Well, that's a complete lie. I don't know why I said that. It's important to make sure you don't blend it too much, otherwise you lose all the mono part, you know. So we just want to get a bit of a balance here. still have the main mono part, okay? So next, then let's go on to the effects. I've started with a bit of a convolver, a nice tighty white blur 50 milliseconds, and this is mixed here. So it starts at 50 and it goes down to sort of 0, and that's on our main ARP again here, you know? And it does wonders to the organic feeling of the sound, you know, really takes it to, refines it and makes it a bit less synthy in a sense, you know. Distorting it all then after that, quite a lot. Sine mode switched on, spread, a little bit of extra width here, about 6 dB. Really, really nice there. I might turn the mix down on the reverb a little bit. It's already pretty much good to go now, okay? But I'm lying, actually. When I got this far, I was like, this is sick. It's ready to go. And then I switched on a low-pass filter, almost by accident. And I was like, whoa, that really, really tightens everything up and yeah, just shapes everything beautifully, taking out that high end on the rhythm there. So low-pass filter, up at about 500 hertz or so, going up about 40% on the main LFO. And nice and quick movement here. Yeah, really, really gives you that old school synth kind of feeling from one of those old DNB tracks. Remember them? Remember the old DNB tracks? Yeah. Anyway, I lose a bit of high end, obviously, because I'm taking loads of it out. So I'm gonna attempt to add a bit more back in, especially distorting it all a bit here. Get a bit more brightness back. Playing with the drive a bit on the LFO just to make that drive a bit more dynamic on that distortion. And then here we get a nice lovely little tail on the sound, a dual delay. We can play with the speed of it at a high volume, and then we'll just bring that down, and then we've got a nice little tail when it finishes. Okay, so it's, yeah, a nice little way to finish it. And then adding a bit more high end in here. Again, rather than just boosting the high end, I'm doing a little bit of modulation on the LFO, so it's a bit dynamic there. And then again, a tiny bit of reverb. I think did I turn it on? It should be a couple of percent to finish that off. Yeah, so really nice finish to the sound with a tiny bit of reverb and delay. So really, really beautiful that is. That's basically the patch for today. That's all I've really done to it. So I hope you enjoyed that. You can feel free to recreate it. I'm going to drop this patch. I've called it the Super Stabs. I'm going to drop this one right now in my Discord as well, in case you guys ever consider joining there. It's a fantastic community of beautiful people. We already have so much going on in there. It's almost starting to get a little bit crowded, but there's spots for a couple more people, I would say. Anyway, yeah, that's the Super Stabs for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial today. And again, sorry, I've been like a little bit too tired today, but I think the coffee's helped me get through this process of recording a video without making too many mistakes. Yeah, I've just got to crack on and try, and I really want to push myself this month to make one video every single day. Sun, rain, shine or snow. It's snowing here in Berlin. But yeah, one way or another I'll get a video out, even if it's trash. But I think this one turned out alright today. I think yesterday's bass could have been a bit better, but I'm quite happy with this lead sound today. So yeah, thanks for all your comments as well. I do read 90% of them, except for the negative ones. I tend to skip over those just to sort of, you know, guard my heart a little bit. Anyway, tomorrow we're going to crack on with some live drumming processing. So I've recently recorded some live drumming of a good friend Jan Sticks on Speed, who's a live drum and bass drummer. I've got some wicked samples off him. We're going to make a track together, but I'm going to start to work on the track a little bit, and I'm going to show a bit of yeah, we're just going to have a bit of fun with playing with some of the drum samples that we recorded, and I'm going to yeah, play with a little to try and do some creative processing with them on here tomorrow. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. If you're new to the channel, then you are in for an absolute ride, because I am an absolute nutter, and you should subscribe, basically, because what that will allow you to do is it will allow you to watch more videos, and the videos will only get better and better. You know, if I can manage to get a good night's sleep, just think of the possibilities. Anyway, thanks for watching, my G's. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.